How is it going, everyone? Turns my WWE Crown Jewel 2019 pay-per-view predictions. Of course, Crown Jewel airs live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. And overall, I gotta say, going into Crown Jewel, it is yet another overseas, an unusual attraction mainly card because a lot of these matches are very unusual. And of course, they have those big matches like, you know, Brock Lesnar and Cain, Velasquez, Braun, Strowman, Tyson, Fury, and of course the big 10-man tag. So you usually have those big attractions, but yet they're very unusual matches because they're just very random and out of the blue that make absolutely no sense. We know what that's what they do in all these overseas cards, especially the Saudi Arabian ones, where they just throw a bunch of random big matches together that make absolutely no sense, and they just go with it. So that's basically the basis for the show. Just throwing together stuff, a lot of matches that make no sense. They're just, you know, randomly announced on Twitter or WWE.com that, oh, by the way, this match is happening on this show now too. Like Cesaro versus Mansoor, never announced on TV. It was just randomly announced on Twitter one day. So I don't know, it's hard to get into these shows that make absolutely no sense and really don't have a purpose, because going forward after, it probably won't even mean anything going forward. So I don't know, it's really hard to care about Crown Jewel, but on paper, honestly, it does seem like a fun show. You know, there isn't really a match that looks bad. I'm just like, oh, I don't really care to see. And we'll be getting the historic first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia. So yes, WWE, after doing these Saudi shows for the past year and a half, have finally been able to do a women's match, which is, you know, a huge step in the right direction. I know a lot of people aren't thrilled with the competitors in it, but you know what? Come on. They're taking a step in the right direction. Let it progress. It's baby steps. You're not going to put in Sasha Banks versus, I don't know, Becky Lynch, you know, on the first show. They're going to progressively get there, and I don't know. But, you know, that's a huge step. I'm really proud of WWE for putting it together. But besides, like I said, you know, kind of really throwing together a random card, not really much to talk about. If you miss it, you know, probably won't miss much on the show, honestly. So, I don't know. Crown Jewel, I don't really have thoughts on it, really, so what can you really say? We do have 9 matches scheduled on the show. Of course, one match taking place on the kickoff show 1 hour prior to the event itself. Of course, that match will be a 20-man battle royal where the winner will go on later on to face AJ Styles for the United States Championship. Just an easy way to have 2 matches. Like, you get 2 for 1. You know, you get 2 matches for the price of 1, because obviously the battle royal winner will go on to face AJ Styles for the US Championship. So 2 for 1 deal. Don't really mind that. So that are 2 matches they're getting. But like I said, the Battle Royal on the kickoff show, winner challenging AJ Styles onto the main show. Then, of course, on the main show, we do have Cesaro taking on Mansoor. Of course, Mansoor is infamous for winning the 50-man Battle Royal back at, what was it, Super Showdown in June or whatever it was. So I don't really care about this match. It's very random. I guess it's just a way to get Mansoor on the card. So besides that, not really much to it. Braun Strowman taking on Tyson Fury. A very random match that just came about out of nowhere on the SmackDown on Fox premiere. Not really too sure what to expect, because obviously Tyson Fury is a heavyweight boxer. And but you know, I will say the Big Show Flay Money Mayweather match at WrestleMania 24, which completely different circumstances. You know, Big Show and Mayweather are completely 2 different sizes, and of course, you know, Mayweather isn't a heavyweight boxer. That ended up being a very fun match. So you know, maybe they can recreate a fun match with Strowman and Fury here, but I don't really know. Obviously, we'll see how things go. Seth Rollins defending his Universal Championship against the Fiend, Bray Wyatt, in a Falls Count match, where this match cannot end or be stopped for any reason, unlike at Hell in a Cell. That match was stopped for absolutely no reason as well, but here we are, Falls Count Anywhere, which obviously, in my opinion, the stipulation just screams that we're probably not going to see the pinfall on screen, or if we do, it'll be like, I don't know, the Fiend or whoever's being pinned will be trapped and they can't get their shoulders up or something. It'll be some kind of, you know, finish where the person being pinned cannot get out of it. Obviously, like we saw on Monday Night Raw this past Monday with Seth Rollins and Eric Rowan. I think that's pretty much the exact finish we're kind of going to get here with the Fiend and Rollins. So I don't know. I'm not really looking forward to it. They killed all interest in this feud after Hell in a Cell, so I don't really care to see it. So it is what it is. A huge 5-on-5 man tag team match. Of course, Team Hogan taking on Team Flair. Why they're doing a 5-on-5 match literally weeks before Survivor Series, where the whole gimmick of Survivor Series is a 5-on-5 gimmick, is beyond me. But they're doing it. The teams are pretty stacked. I do like the competitors in it, but I don't know. I don't get the purpose of doing this match literally weeks before your gimmick pay-per-view. That's a 5-on-5 thing. I don't get it. But it is 1 pinfall to a win. It's not an elimination match, so it is a 1-fall finish. So I don't know. I guess it kind of makes the difference, but still, I just think it's kind of stupid for them to do a 10-man tag literally before a 10-man tag pay-per-view gimmick. So what can you do? Like I said earlier, the show will be featuring the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia. Of course, Lacey Evans taking on Natalya. I know we've seen this match 1,000 times. We know it. It is a step in the right direction for women in Saudi Arabia, at least for a WWE show. So I'm not gonna complain about it. Lacey Evans, Natalya, seen it a million times, but you know what? Like I said, it is a step in the right direction. And then, of course, we'll be crowning the 2019 WWE World Cup winner, but this time it won't be just one person, it'll be two, because it will be a tag team turmoil to determine the best tag team in the world and the winners of the 2019 World Cup. After the fiasco of last year, especially the tag teams involved in the turmoil match for this year, I don't know, the whole World Cup gimmick needs to go away. There's no purpose for it. There's no use for it. The only reason why it worked kind of last year is because they ran with it with Shane and Miz, but I don't see it, the tag team winning this match running with it. They'll probably use it for like a week or two on TV and acknowledge it, and they probably won't mention it again. So the World Cup gimmick is a huge waste of time. Like I said, the tag teams in it aren't very worthy of even being in the match to be dubbed the best tag team in the world, especially when the best tag team in WWE isn't even in the match. So I don't know what the deal is with that. But yeah, tag team turmoil match to determine the best tag team in the world, and of course the 2019 WWE World Cup winners. And of course our big main event, Brock Lesnar defending his WWE Championship against Cain Velasquez. Of course, this is a rematch from the UFC back in 2010 when Cain Velasquez knocked out Brock Lesnar to win the UFC Heavyweight Championship, and here we are 9 years later, these two competing in a WWE ring. Honestly, I'm not too excited for this match. Honestly, don't even care for it. I know, you know, they're basing it off their past history, and I know Cain Velasquez has been pretty impressive in the ring. I've seen some stuff in Mexico, you know, like his Hurricane and whatnot. He's impressive. I haven't seen a full match of his, so I can't really give a full opinion, but the clips I've seen, he's impressive. But when it comes to a ring, I don't know. When these two go face to face, I just don't get excited. I don't see, you know, the match. I just don't see like, okay, I need to see this match. You know, I don't have that feeling for them, and I don't know. I don't really care for it. I just wish they would have built it more, I guess, or I don't know. I don't know what they could have possibly done, honestly, to get my attention in it, but I just don't feel like it's really that big of a deal, especially for casual fans. I can only imagine what casual fans think that, you know, Brock Lesnar, Cain Velasquez, why the fuck should I care? I don't know. I don't really care for it, and I don't really see it being that good of a match. Hopefully it's a good match. Like I said, I haven't seen really too much of Cain Velasquez, so I'm not really too sure what to expect, but hopefully this dude can deliver, and hopefully not, you know, put on a shit show that Undertaker and Goldberg did in June at Super Showdown in Saudi. So I don't know what to expect from that. I guess I'll be open-minded, and I'm not really negative about it, but I'm not really positive about it at the same time. It's just more of a wait-and-see type of deal. But yeah, that is the Crown Jewel card. Like I said, it is kind of a thrown-together randomness, but you know what? That's what WWE does for all these big overseas pay-per-views now. They just throw together these random matches that make absolutely no sense, and then in the future going forward, the show pretty much makes no sense because they never, ever acknowledge it. So that's probably going to happen to Crown Jewel. But without wasting more time, I'm just going to jump right to my predictions. Kickoff, #1 Contenders 20-man battle royal for the United States Championship, with the winner facing the OC's United States Champion AJ Styles later on in the night. I'm going to go ahead and pick Humberto Carrillo to win this. I know they just did him and AJ's past Monday in Raw, but I can see him running it back. In terms of the title match, I don't think he'll win it. I think AJ Styles will retain the United States Championship regardless of who he faces, honestly, so it doesn't matter who wins this battle royal, because AJ Styles, in my opinion, will still walk out the United States Champion. So yeah, Humberto is my pick to win it and face AJ Styles. But like I said, AJ Styles to retain the United States Championship later on. 5-on-5 tag team match, Team Hogan featuring Roman Reigns, Rusev, Ricochet, Shorty G, and Ali versus Team Flair featuring Randy Orton, 2019 King of the Ring winner King Corbin, Bobby Lashley, Intercontinental Champion Shinsuke Nakamura, and Drew McIntyre. I could see this match going either way. I could see both teams winning it, but I'm going to go ahead and say Team Flair wins it. I feel like Team Flair has, you know, more star-powered team. I feel like Team Hogan has more guys that can easily be pinned, like Shorty G, Ali, Ricochet. I can see either of those three being pinned. Whereas in Team Flair, I can only really see, you know, Corbin or Nakamura being pinned, so I feel like Team Flair has more of a chance. Team Hogan, I can see him winning it. Obviously, you know, get the big babyface win, but I'm going to go with the upset and say Team Flair. Hopefully it's a fun match, but yeah, like I said, Team Flair to walk out victorious against Team Hogan. Mansoor versus Cesaro. I'm going to go ahead and pick Mansoor to win it, unfortunately, even though I'd love to see Cesaro win it, but, you know, Mansoor won the Battle Royal back at Super Showdown in June, the 50-man Battle Royal, so I don't see why he would lose against Cesaro coming back. So yeah, hopefully it's an alright little match, but yeah, unfortunately my pick is for Mansoor to defeat Cesaro. Falls Count Anywhere match for the Universal Championship. Universal Champion Seth Rollins versus The Fiend, Bray Wyatt. I'm going to go ahead and say Seth Rollins walks out of this match still the Universal Champion. I don't see it happening. I think the pinfall will probably happen off screen. I can see him doing it, the situation where they go somewhere where the cameras can't reach. The referee counts the pin, and then you see the referee holding Seth Rollins' hand up. Or maybe they do something where Seth Rollins traps him down where he can't escape and pins him. I don't know. One way or another, I think, you know, Seth Rollins, there's a big chance we can see the pinfall not happen. But yeah, Seth Rollins is declared a winner. So I don't know. One way or another, I do think Seth Rollins escapes this match still the Universal Champion. Don't see Bray Wyatt winning it. So yeah, Seth Rollins is my pick to retain the Universal Championship. Braun Strowman versus Tyson Fury. I'm going to go ahead and say Tyson Fury gets the win here. I don't see an undefeated heavyweight boxer stepping into a wrestling ring and voluntarily losing. But with that being said, I do think he'll win. Or you know what? I can see this match going to a no contest. I can see this match not having a winner. I can see him just brawling until the referee rings for no contest or double DQ. So, I don't know. I think Tyson Fury will come back at some point. Maybe they can do a rematch at WrestleMania where you have a definitive winner. So, a no contest here really wouldn't surprise me, but I don't know. I don't think Braun Strowman should lose, but at the same time, I don't see Tyson Fury winning it. So, I'm going to go ahead and say Tyson Fury gets the win. Lacey Evans versus Natalya in the first ever women's match in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to go ahead and say Lacey Evans gets the win here. I know Natalya, you know, I don't know. I feel like she's gotten every win over Lacey Evans so far, so I feel like a loss here really wouldn't affect her. This match can go either way. I don't really care who wins because it's not really going to benefit either person, but I don't know. I think I'm just going to go ahead and say Lacey Evans gets the win over Natalya here. Tag Team Turmoil match for the 2019 WWE World Cup. The OCs, Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson versus the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, The Revival, versus Zack Ryder and Kurt Hawkins, versus the Lucha House Party, versus Robert Roode and Dolph Ziggler, versus the Raw Tag Team Champions, the Viking Raiders, versus the New Day, versus Heavy Machinery, versus the B Team. I'm going to go ahead and say the Viking Raiders walk out of this match victorious. I really don't see any other tag team. You can automatically eliminate Lucha House Party, the B Team, Heavy Machinery, Hawkins and Ryder, so that's half the field already eliminated. Don't see Roode and Ziggler winning it, don't see the OC winning it, so it kind of really comes down to the Revival, New Day, and the Viking Raiders. But you know what? The Viking Raiders, they've been stacking those two guys with accolades, and they've been really making them look dominant since they've debuted in the main roster. So without a doubt, my pick will be the Viking Raiders to walk out of this Tag Team Turmoil, the 2019 WWE World Cup winners. And then the main event, WWE Championship Match, WWE Champion Brock Lesnar versus Cain Velasquez. I don't think Cain Velasquez has a chance in hell at winning the WWE Championship, so Brock Lesnar obviously is my pick to walk out still the WWE Champion. Maybe this match goes into a no contest, no finish, I don't know, but I just don't think there's any chance Cain Velasquez walks out of this match the WWE Champion. I'm hoping for an alright match. I really don't. As long as it's alright, I'll be pleased with it. I'm not expecting a 5-star classic, not expecting anything great. As long as it's fine, that's all I'm really hoping for in terms of this match. But yeah, like I said, Brock Lesnar is my pick to walk out still the WWE Champion. Well, ladies and gentlemen, hope you guys enjoyed my WWE Crown Jewel 2019 pay-per-view predictions. Like I said, Crown Jewel is live on the WWE Network as well as pay-per-view tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern, 10 a.m. Pacific. The kickoff show, of course, 1 hour prior to those start times. Not really too excited for the show, especially on Halloween. I know it's in the morning, afternoon, but I don't know. That's not really how I want to spend my afternoon and morning, or really care to spend my afternoon and morning. But you know, I think it'll be a fine show. I don't think it'll be terrible, but I don't know. Hopefully, it's not as bad as Super Showdown was in June, but you know, what can you do, especially with these Saudi shows are never really that good. So, I don't know. I guess, well, it's a wait-and-see situation. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, please leave a like below. And, of course, tomorrow to my review. I'll see you guys, and thank you guys for watching the video. I just want time in a tree. I need a place just